Yeah.
What were your thoughts on the match?
I thought we started slow. I think we couldn't adjust to their directness. Obviously, they had planned against our high line, and every time the ball went loose, they were just playing balls behind us. I actually thought that the reason why we were disjointed primarily was the fact that Hughesy was a late withdrawal from the team, and we practiced with him, and Lucas had just come back from international duty with Paney, so it took him a little bit of time to adjust, and I think we're just a little bit out of whack. I thought the second goal was very poor to concede. It actually entailed everything that we didn't want to do. We showed that at half-time. But I think as the game panned out, especially on the right-hand side, so Paney's side, once we started pulling out the wing back and coming inside, I felt like our game plan started working. We scored, and then there was belief in the group. I think there was actually belief growing, but the goal was the perfect timing just before half-time. And it was a great goal for the second goal. I was so happy. It was something that we planned, early delivery behind with the player coming in the back stick, and I thought Carlo finished it. It was an unbelievable finish. I think the disappointing thing was we had all the momentum, we had all the ball, and then I had to make some forced subs, and it just took momentum away. But in saying that, I thought Joshy in the second half was sweeping a lot more braver, which allowed us to be a little bit more on the front foot. But overall, really happy. 2-0 down to come back, get a result away from home, especially in Perth. I'll take it.
Yeah. And for Carlo to get a goal against his former side,
Yeah.
extra sweet for him.
No, he's honestly, he's one of the probably most promising signings I've ever made. He's a great kid, and he works so hard. We're working on his defensive side because he's playing as a wing back. But the reason why I put him in that position is because I want him to score goals. And the fact that he was on the end of it. I actually didn't think he had much else in the game in terms of building up on the left-hand side. He wasn't really getting a lot of ball. But the fact that he was there late to score, it's credit to him.
What did you make of Eze's debut for you guys?
Really good. I think I said this when I signed him. I think he's a different player, awkward player, very hard to defend. He can do some amazing things with the ball. You see it at training, but he just makes some weird movements and very unpredictable. And I think in this league, it's going to take a very, very good defender to stop him. And I think even today, I think he probably had one more chance that he could have capitalised on. But for me, great impact.
Some Glory players were frustrated with him at times, just the way he went down. What did you make of that?
I probably should stop fouling him.
Do you think he went down too easily at times?
No, I thought there were a couple of yellow cards the referee didn't give today. He copped an elbow to the head in open play. They kept fouling us. Eze was a target because obviously he was linking us into the play. I thought it was very obvious that they were trying to stop him, and I felt as though the referee could have given an early yellow and it would have stopped that. I think it was 15 fouls before they got a yellow in the game, and I don't think that's that's a good thing, especially the way we want to play. Even though the referee corrected it early in the second half, I think it was too late because we could have capitalised a little bit earlier.
You guys had something like 72% possession.
Mm-hmm.
How happy are you with that?
It's great if we're scoring goals. It's something with this new style that obviously we want to dominate, obviously possession, goals and defending. But for me, if you have that much ball, you should be scoring a lot more goals, I think. So it's just now a matter of the team building that maturity for the season.
So obviously, plenty of times throughout the game you went quite quick and direct to Payne, who was obviously pushing up, and Nazarene was coming in and drifting inside. One, what did you think of Nazarine's game and just his ability to impact in the middle of the park and just create that space for Payne? And two, was that something you've worked on in pre-season, or was that just targeted for the Glory?
No, definitely the focus of our system this year is a little bit, I wouldn't call us direct. I think the game was a little bit more direct today. I think that we're a little bit more deliberate. You probably saw the last 15 minutes of that second half where we took complete control, where it was more like, I say to the players, piece by piece, pull the player out and then create the space. But Rum is an intelligent footballer. And I think he just needs a little bit more game time and belief that he can do a job consistently. He's done it before. I think at Western, he's probably limited with game time, but he's been also a really great addition for us. I love intelligent players. For me, that's the thing. I think we lacked that last season, and I think that this game we saw, a lot of occupation in those half spaces that was very effective. So for me, even Kazu stepping in as a 10, nice combination with Rami. Actually didn't really expect much from Paney today because he came back from international duty. He had 2 games last week, came in, and I was praying to get 60 and then make the subs, and then I tried to push him out and it got to like 70, so I was really happy. So the fact that he even missed last week as well, so the fact that he and Rami have a nice relationship is promising.
That extra man in midfield, we talked about possession earlier, but how much did that, Glory playing in midfield 2, you guys had a midfield 3, 4 at times because of various players dropping in.
Mm-hmm.
How much did that help you guys control the game as after probably the 30-minute mark?
Yeah, it was. It wasn't planned to concede the 2, and then it took them. I think it took them about 20 minutes just to relax. The game was frantic. Like even on the side, like I even got like very animated very quickly, and that's not a good sign because that means that rubs off on the players. But once we calmed down, even the second goal actually calmed me down a little bit. I was like, oh, I've got to relax now, and the players actually, I think Rufa actually dropped deeper. Then we started pulling out their sixes. Like you said, we did have an overload, but again, that was more intelligent play from the players exploiting those spaces. And again, with the system, I keep talking about fluidity, but if the space presents itself, players need to arrive in that, and that only can happen with players that can see that. And you have to build that belief. It takes time. But again, I think that first goal was the reason why we scored.
We mentioned the highline earlier.
Yeah.
What did you do to make Josh's some of his sweepy keepering, I guess, for want of a better word, it looked like he got caught out a couple of times. Is that
Yeah.
something he needs to work on, or do you feel that kind of feeds into what you were saying earlier about the high line itself being a bit exposed?
The high line's going to be, you can't have there's no perfect system, right? So if you want to play a low block, you're going to be defending for long periods of time, and you can't really play a low block and have high possession. So for us, if we want to have more of the ball, be this team on the front foot, we need to be more adventurous. That's the high line. I think we're 6 games deep. So we played a couple of friendlies against local opponents with the line. We played Sydney Wanderers, Mariners with a high line, and this is the first competitive game. There's going to be teething issues. I think that the most important thing is the players don't lose faith in the system, but see that there's an actual reward out of that. So I think, bless you, mate. And I think that it's very important that that they see that because we're playing the high line, that we're creating the chances. And I think today, I didn't even look at the stats properly, but 70% of possession in a game. I don't think I've recalled us ever having 70% in a game, even against 10 men. And if you look at the 3 games that we've had in pre-season, it's every game we've had has been about 65% possession. So there's a consistent picture there.
First time since 2012 that 2 Phoenix players have debuted in the same ALeague match and both scored in that match. So
I should have signed another one. Yeah.
I guess just for you personally coming into season 3 and you mentioning that shift in the system that's being employed, how important is it that Carlo and Eze can really get on board and really help install that faith within the rest of the squad? Yeah,
I think for us to be successful this season, we actually need everyone to score. And I think that obviously we lost Costa last year, who was a focal point. But I think the way we've rounded the squad, we've got players now that can all chip in. You've got Heather, you've got Luke Brooks-Smith, you've got obviously Carlo, Paney can chip in, Eze obviously, but then you've got like LBS, you've got Gav, you've got Soups, and I still have Nicola Mileusnic to come. So for me, if all those players can average around 4 or 5 goals, it's going to be a good year. But I'm very happy for both of them.
You got guys like White coming off a really good campaign at the U20s World Cup as well. So
yeah.
For them to sort of come into just a group that's really had a lot more of that combination, really gelling together, it's really going to give you a lot of confidence that you can just be more forward thinking and put more on the board. So it's a good feeling, right?
No, it's a great feeling. Like even Corb's coming on today up top. He's a nuisance, you know. He's like, I think he was our second highest scorer last season with 4 or 5. You know, he's probably the worst player to defend in the last 20 minutes. So he's coming back from injury. So I feel this season we can definitely influence and change the game. All right, thanks guys. Thank you.